Sephora haul, always like the best time of the year. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do my Sephora haul. So I've been meaning to film, well, I tried to film this video like 4 times. We've had the gloomiest month of I was gonna say May. We've had the gloomiest month of April. I cannot wait for nicer weather, so I have better lighting. But also I finally settled on my color season. Soft autumn, this is what I'm settling on, especially when I don't have a tan. I feel like soft autumn colors suit me so much better. I really want to follow kind of these makeup recommendations because I just feel like my best when I do like a soft autumn makeup, soft autumn clothes and all of that. And so I'm gonna have some great recommendations for that. Now I'll just do the skincare really quickly. So this is from the INKEY list. Now I don't know if you remember, this winter my skin was breaking out so bad. I think it was mainly due to stress and the weather. Like it was really cold and dry and my skin didn't like that. My skin now completely fine. I feel like when I went to Mexico, the humidity really helped to clear my skin. I don't have as much stress anymore. I did use one product from the INKEY list that I really liked. It was the Azelaic acid serum. I didn't repurchase it because it's meant for redness because I used it all. It's meant for redness and I was like, okay, I don't really have any redness right now. I do have like 1 or 2 little scars. And so I got the vitamin C serum. Like I don't know much about skincare. Like why is this $21 or I think it was 30, I think. I did like what the Azelaic serum did, so I was like, okay, let me give this one a go, the vitamin C serum, which usually I know that I do like vitamin C. 15% vitamin C. I started using it. I also have been putting it down my chest because I just turned 31 and I do think that my first signs of aging are gonna be my neck. I can already see, you know, like the tech lines, I guess, and just like the skin. So I'm like, okay, my next thing I think is gonna be finding products for my neck because I really want to start taking really good care of my neck. This, I've been putting it only once a day. I think you can use this twice a day, but I don't know, I'm still careful with my skin. So yeah, I like this. It's very liquidy, so it just applies really well. Second skincare thing that I got is from The Ordinary. I always repurchase this every sale pretty much. It's the rosehip oil. I really like this oil. Sometimes I'll even do a little bit on the ends of my hair. It's a very affordable oil. This is like $14, so I just think, you know, it's worth it. It's nice. I put this on like morning, night. Now let's move on to the skin. So I haven't really bought a foundation in a really long time. Actually, this my mom got it for me because we were there on my birthday, and so she was like, oh, I'll just get this for you. Because I was like, I don't need this. I got the Dior Backstage foundation. This is the face and body. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but I wasn't, like when I went to Sephora, I was not planning on getting this. I remember really loving the MAC face and body foundation. And so I was like, I'm gonna get this. And I swatched it on my hand and I have fake tan and I was like, this is the perfect color match. I was like, this is perfect. I do really like the simplicity of the bottle, I guess. I think it looks really beautiful. It's like a plastic bottle, so it's gonna be really great to travel with. You get 1.7 fluid ounce of product, which is a lot more than a regular foundation. And yeah, I will say, I mean, I used the MAC Face and Body years ago, so I don't quite remember. But from what I remember, it was a much more like sheer foundation. This one definitely has a lot more coverage. This, when you apply it, honestly, it's like the prettiest foundation I've ever seen. It's really, really liquidy. And so with my brush, I just kind of go like this and it's just like, wow, it just glides on so flawlessly. It's really stunning. It's a stunning foundation. And this, apparently it's water resistant, it's heat resistant. And when I first swatched it on my hand, it was like perfect. That perfect kind of nice tan, not too olive, like just that perfect golden tan, which is kind of what I get from my fake tan. The first day that I wore this foundation, I loved it. I was like, wow, this looks so beautiful. And then a girl told me, she was like, your foundation, by the way, looks perfect. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Because sometimes, I don't know, I get a little insecure sometimes about my foundation, especially in broad daylight, because it's like, if there's one imperfection in the foundation, you're gonna see it, you know, especially because this is like my tan shade. I feel like you definitely see it more. And so I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. I just got it yesterday, but then I was gonna be like, oh, it's the Dior Backstage, you know, but you know, I was like, okay, she didn't ask, maybe she doesn't want all the details. Like, if somebody will be like, oh, I like your shirt, I'll be like, thank you, I got it on sale. Like, nobody asked. But I feel like I don't know, I'm the type, if you tell me that my perfume smells nice, I'll tell you which one it is. Because sometimes when I tell somebody like, oh wow, you smell really good, it's because I want a name. Like, yes, it's to give a compliment, but also it'd be nice if you said what it is, you know? What I wanted to say is, yes, this is a face and body, but it definitely gives you like a flawless finish, a flawless coverage. I'm sure it's not like the fullest coverage, but it's so thin, but it covers really well. So I think that for just every day, I might end up mixing this with maybe a little bit of foundation, not foundation, maybe a little bit of moisturizer, you know, more natural daytime look, or I might mix it with a primer I'm gonna show you, or you know, I might sheer it out for daytime. I might get my normal no fake tan shade because I love it so much, and I might mix it with this when my tan starts to fade. Okay, now I got the Saie. This is the Glowy Super Gel. I got the shade Sunglow. So I don't know where I was. I'm so late on Saie. I did get the small one this winter and I really loved it. I'm not done with it, and so that's why I wasn't gonna repurchase this. But I thought I would repurchase it because I can see myself finishing up the small one very shortly, and I'll keep that one for traveling because this is a really big bottle and like really heavy duty glass, you know. I hesitated getting the Warm Glow. I think it would look stunning under the foundation. The reason why I got this is because on my no makeup days, I think this is just so amazing. It has a really nice bronzy glow, but it just makes your skin look so dewy. I think this looks so glowy and beautiful on the skin, and then I can just do this, a little bit of concealer, blush, and then I can go on my walk. I can, you know, because I'm not gonna go on a walk with a full face of foundation on. Yeah, in the summertime, you know, I love going on my walks, going, let's say at the mall, and like I'll walk to the mall, but I still like to have a little bit of makeup. And so this is really nice for that. On vacation, I wore this so much. This just adds a little bit of color. It's really nice. I really, really like this. This will make your skin look extremely glowy and bouncy. Then again for Saie. So this, I ended up not getting my third time at Sephora, but then I went back before it closed because I went on the last day of the sale, which I felt bad for the sales associate. I was like, they're probably so excited for this whole thing to be over. But yeah, like I said, after discovering my color season, I was like, I want a blush that is part of my color season, which I probably already have, but I got this one. Again, from Saie. I feel like, where was I, you know, when it comes to Saie? But this is the Dew Blush, a liquid blush in the shade Rosy. So this I got mainly for, let's say, when I don't have a tan, just because when I don't have a tan, I've realized, because I'm a soft autumn, a bright blush is not gonna do me justice really. I think I look so much better in a muted, soft, warm color, you know? I was hesitating between this one and the shade Cutie, I believe. I like the packaging, and again, this was $35, so not as expensive as other brands, I guess. I will say the packaging is like kind of a lot. I just hope that it's not gonna start getting messy, if that makes sense. I am wearing this right now. Again, we're not getting the best lighting right now. I'm not sure what it looks like. Of course, when I have my tan, it doesn't pop as much, but then again, that's kind of what it's supposed to be because I'm supposed to wear more muted tones. But I think this color just makes me like, makes my cheeks look like just healthy looking, and it's like a soft rosy color. It's really pretty. But when I'm fair, it just adds the perfect amount of color and almost like not as pink. I feel like when with my tan, it looks more pink, and when I'm fair, it looks almost more rosy brown. I thought this was a really great warm autumn blush. Blushes, they're very dewy. Like when you apply it, it looks very dewy on your skin, but it's not shimmery. Usually I kind of like a shimmery blush. I like a little bit of shimmer. This one doesn't, but it still looks beautiful. I think it looks more natural if, especially, you're already doing, you know, highlight. If you're doing like a really glowy shimmery base, I think this is a nice kind of, it's nice to balance the whole look. I really like the color. You get a lot of product, and yeah, I really like it so far. I like Saie. Let me know what other products I should try from them. I'll do this blush that I got. So this is NARS Afterglow, the Afterglow blush, and I got the shade Orgasm Rush. So this blush, I had a small version of it. So a few Sephora sales ago, I bought a little holiday kit. It came with Orgasm Rush, Dolce Vita, and Orgasm. I love Orgasm. It's one of my favorite blushes. I guess it's slightly bright. No, even when I'm fair, I like it. It's a really nice pink blush. Now, I feel like Orgasm is the perfect kind of full, like, not full glam, but like, yeah, full glam, soft glam, whatever you want to call it, blush, you know, pinky blush. But the shade Orgasm Rush is actually a shade that I reached for a lot as well, but it's just a different look. This is more for my no makeup days, because this can act as like a blush and bronzer all in one for me. You'll probably be shocked at the color because of how dark it is, but once you kind of sheer it out, so the formula for this blush is different from the Saie. This is a lot more liquidy, I find, and this one has shimmer. It looks stunning as a blush and bronzer all in one. So let's say a no makeup day, even I'm going to work, I don't really have time, I don't want to take the time, I'll do a glowy base like this of concealer, and then this blush kind of all over here, and then on my forehead, my nose, and it just gives me like such a beautiful glow. It gives me color, it kind of warms up my face at the same time, and it looks beautiful. And so I finished my small one on vacation, and I was like, you know what, I'll repurchase the full size, because I just know in the summer I'm gonna wear this so much. And so yes, I got this. It looks beautiful. I did, however, wear this one day where I did more of a full face, and I just feel like it was a little much. So I think for me, this is more of a no makeup blush. This is, again, another brand that I feel like I've been sleeping under a rock. So this is Kosas, the brand Kosas. This is my first product from them. This is the Cloud Set Powder. This is a loose powder in the shade Candy, Ultra Sheer Pink. So when I was in Mexico, I started using the Givenchy like pink powder a lot underneath my eyes, and I just felt like it gave such a nice, like, beautiful, flawless look. I didn't sweat through my makeup, like my mascara didn't smudge, like it just made my makeup look really flawless. And it's funny because I received that powder in PR years ago, but it's only recently that I really discovered it. So I know that powder is extremely expensive, and from what I've heard, they reformulated it. And so I was like, okay, let me go for maybe, like, I'm not done with the Givenchy, but I was like, let me get this. I was influenced, I saw it on TikTok, I was like, okay, let me try this, you know? And people were saying that this one gave more of a natural finish for like an everyday look. So I was like, okay, I can keep the Givenchy for like nighttime, this one for more daytime. First, this is not really, I would say, like, when I buy makeup, I am big on packaging, you know? Maybe Kosas is, I don't know, I'm not insanely attracted to like, I don't know, like, it's cute, I think it's cute. I need to try more of their products, but also, like, I don't know, like the baby blue is not really a color for me, but you know, it's cute, whatever, I got it. So I came back home and I was so excited to try. I was like, I want to try this right now, you know, like a little pre-shower makeup. I untwisted it like that, and then I was stuck. Like, I could go like this a little bit, but then I couldn't do more, and it was driving me slightly insane. Obviously I live alone, and it was like 9:30 at night, and like, even called my parents. I was like, this is stuck, like, it's stuck. And so I was like, okay, tomorrow I'll just walk to my brother's because he's not far, and I'll have him open it. But I was like, it's impossible that I can't open this, like, there's something wrong. Anyways, all day the next day, because it was raining all day, so I couldn't go on a walk. I feel like my hair, also I need some layer, like I need a haircut, I need layers, because I don't have any layers right now, and it's driving me insane. I just couldn't go on a walk. So anyways, I waited for my dad to come by, and so he could open it for me. Again, I tried so many times to open it, like really forced. I just couldn't do it. And then my dad finally came over, he opened it, but he even struggled. He was like, this is not normal. So I don't know. So this powder was making me angry from the start, okay? I don't know if there was like something that was glued on the inside or what, but it was very tricky. Anyways, and then you open it and then you have this here. So you open it. Now, like I told you, I just discovered my color season, and you know, softer, warmer colors are great for me, but I do like a pink powder. Like the Givenchy powder is pink, but after comparing the two, this one is like a bubblegum pink. This one reminds me of the Dior Rosy Glow blush that years ago I bought because it was trendy. Like, it was trendy. When I say trend, I mean like 2014. I really wanted that blush. I wore it, but not that much because it didn't look the best on me, and you know, obviously it's like a bright, cool tone bubblegum pink blush. Anyways, when I'm fair, this does not brighten my under eyes at all. It's too dark. And then when I'm tan, like, yes, it brightens and it gives like a really pink under eyes, but it looks like I put blush underneath, and it really defeats the purpose of, like, let's say I tried it with this blush, which was like a really nice warm kind of rosy color, you know, on my cheeks. And then I put this, and then it looks like I put on like a bright Barbie pink blush, and it's not the look that I want to go for. Like, it's beautiful, I think, on people that, like, if that's what you're going for, beautiful, but for me it's not what I'm going for. Like, it really defeated the purpose of like my nice warm, almost like peachy blush. I don't like returning makeup at Sephora. I try to really, you know, shop smartly, just because I feel bad. I don't know. Like, I feel like, what do they do with the makeup that we return? I just feel like I don't like wasting food. I don't like, you know, returning makeup. But at the end of the day, this does not work for me. So, and even when I'm fair, this is way too dark. Also, the way that it was so hard to open, I'm like, girl. I think I would have been better with the Huda Beauty. I think it's Cupcake. I think they have a few different ones. Cupcake, I think, is more, it's a bit of a softer pink. So that's my little review on this. But to go with it, I have bought a little powder puff from Sephora, which, you know, of course is dirty right now. The packaging. Yeah, I'm back at using just my Givenchy powder. I also really like the Charlotte Tilbury press powder for more like everyday. Wait, sometimes when I film midway, I should like reapply my lipstick. I will reapply lipstick, okay? Also, because I was gonna buy this from Sephora like during the sale, but I didn't. So I was gonna buy Soar. Again, after discovering my color season, I was like, okay, I think Soar liner would be, from MAC, would be like the perfect shade for me, because it's like a rosy color that looks kind of brown depending on how my tan is looking like, or more like pinky, like a rosewood. Those are like my favorite shades. And so I was in front of the MAC counter for, I don't know, 10 minutes. I was swatching this one, which is also from MAC, that I got last year. It's Deeply Teddy. I love this lip liner. I kind of stopped wearing it for a while, obsessed with Wherever Walnut, but I do think that I prefer Wherever Walnut when I'm fair. It looks like a beautiful kind of, it looks like a beautiful brown. Where was I going with that? So yeah, I wanted to buy Soar. I was swatching these two side by side, and I was like, am I going crazy, or are these the exact same? And I think they are, which is funny that MAC would release like a limited edition shade that is exactly the same as Soar. But I guess they did, which I'm happy, because I love this. And I was like, oh, when I'm gonna finish it, I won't have anything else. So that's why I kind of stopped wearing it for a while. But now I'm back on wearing it because I know that once I finish it, I can just go and buy Soar. So that's what I have on. Let's do this lip product. So I was wearing it with Champ Stamp Fantasy from Fenty, which I've had for a little bit. Let's do Summer Fridays Birthday Cake. I've never owned anything from Summer Fridays. I don't know, again, where was I? I mean, I've been here. I feel like I put one in my bag every Sephora sale, but I'm like, oh, maybe I don't need it. But this is the Birthday Cake shade. Again, it's that perfect, like, warm, soft pink, kind of like my shirt. Because I don't like bubblegum. Yeah, I don't like bubblegum shades, you know? I feel like this is like the perfect pink. I've been wearing this with Deeply Teddy quite a bit recently, and it looks so good. First of all, this smells really good. At first I was like, because it smells like birthday cake, but at first I was like, I don't want my lips to smell like that. I would have preferred like a minty flavor, but I actually quite like it. I think I'm gonna purchase when I'm gonna be done with this, I will for sure repurchase this because it's the perfect kind of sheer lip balm, but it still gives you a little bit of color. It looks amazing. It looks amazing with this lip liner. It makes it look like I got lip injections. This is such a great everyday lip color, because sometimes with brown, if you're not wearing a lot of makeup, it can look like, oh, you're wearing brown lip liner. But then this is like pink, but it's not too pink. It's still very neutral, but I feel like, yeah. I've like re-fallen in love with Deeply Teddy. But again, just get Soar. They're exactly the same. Like such a nice shade. Again, I love this when I'm fair as well. And I was looking at old like vlog footage and I was like, what is it that I have on my lips? And it was this. Anyways, but this one, I just love that it has a little bit of shimmer in it. It looks beautiful. So I love that. I love Fenty glosses, and so I just had to get the lip oil. I got the shade Super Fine Sugar. I haven't worn this one as much just because it's like brand new. And you know, this one like you have to dip. And so I do like that this, you don't get the applicator dirty, if that makes sense. Like this, you need to dip. So when you mix it with lip liner, it kind of, but like it looks so beautiful. I'll show you. This is Champ Stamp Fantasy, which is a gloss, which mine looks a little dusty, you know. And then this is a lighter gloss, almost like as if it was like a sheer gloss with so much shimmer in it. Fine shimmer though, like really fine shimmer, and it's like gold, beautiful gold champagne-y shimmer. It looks beautiful. I've worn this with this lip combo. I've done it with Pillow Talk. I got a package recently from Charlotte Tilbury, which, you know, like Charlotte Tilbury is like my favorite makeup brand. I really love Charlotte Tilbury, Fenty, NARS, MAC. I'm a MAC girl. I mean, I don't have a lot from Dior, but I like the foundation. Yeah, I got the original Pillow Talk, which I've had Pillow Talk. I still have mine. It's short like this for years, and I started wearing it. I do prefer this when I'm fair though. So it looks like that. It's such a beautiful pink. Honestly, this is such a beautiful pink for brunettes, I find, because I find that it's really difficult to find a good pink for a brunette, because a lot of pinks, well, just my personal liking, a lot of pinks are going to be very cool tone or very like Barbie, and I just feel like I don't really suit those kind of pinks. This one is just a little bit more muted and it just looks beautiful. So I've been kind of re-falling in love with this lip liner, and I've worn it a lot again with this as well, and it gives like a Bratz doll lip combo. But then the gloss that I wanted to talk about is this one right here. This is the Pillow Talk Big Lips Plumpgasm in the shade Pillow Talk Fair Medium. Fair Medium, but it's quite dark. Gloss, also the applicator, the whole thing is just so nice. It kind of just like warms up the lip liner, and I really like it. I'm not gonna apply it, so this doesn't have any shimmer, but it's a beautiful, it's just a beautiful like rosewood color, I guess, like rosy rosewood. Does that make sense when I say that? Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it would pair really well with this. Yeah, this looks beautiful. It's plumping as well. I feel like I have a lot of gloss on right now, but I also really like this this lip gloss. I think it's really beautiful. So okay, last but not least, I've been meaning to get the Benetint for a really long time. You know, I wanted a lip stain, I wanted a cheek stain. Again, when I do my no makeup looks, I'm going on a walk, it's the summer, and let's say I only want to do blush. Like if I'm going outside and I don't want to do anything, I'm probably gonna do blush. It just like makes me look alive and stuff. Now, after figuring out my color season, I'm like, maybe this was not the best one for me because it's more berry. Whatever, I'm gonna wear it. So this is it. It's like this, I've been putting it on a brush and then I apply it. But also a fun fact about this, apparently this was made for, actually, I don't know where I read this and where they say when I read this, probably on TikTok. I think somebody talked about this, but yeah, this is how the Benetint was made. It was, I think it was a girl, like a dancer, and she came in and she was like, do you have something for the to make them more pink? And I guess that's how they created this. Did I try it? Was I curious? Yes, I tried it. It looked a little funny. I don't think I would do that again. It looked funny. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I wanted to share that with you. I think it's gonna be amazing for like the summer, again, when I just want a bit of a flush of color on my cheeks. Okay, last but not least, my birthday gift. I got the Kerastase because I love Kerastase. 8-hour magic serum. The night serum is like my favorite thing ever. I am running low on my bottle, so I was like, I'm gonna get this. That way I don't have to get the big thing right now. So I got that and a little oil. So that's what I got. So that was enough shopping for a long time. Let me know if you got something. I would love to know. Just hopefully I'm not gonna buy anything else. I've been posting, yeah, every single day, and so I would love if you would follow me on Instagram and TikTok, because yes, throughout the week I do post reels, I post pictures. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what is your color season. So I want to do more videos on, you know, soft autumns and autumns in general. But then I also want to do videos for other color seasons because, you know, I have a bunch of makeup, so I could do different videos for each of the season. But yeah, let me know what is your color season so maybe I can, you know, create some videos around that. But yeah, everything will be listed below. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I will see you very soon in a new one. Bye.